Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Unscripted. Today, I am joined by Scott Srolis from Salamander. So, Scott, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me today. How are you doing today, Nathan?
Absolutely. You know, it's Friday. Looking forward to the weekend. Hopefully, it's going to be sunny and not raining the entire weekend. We've had a lot of rain. Just unpredictable
Yeah,
weather, unfortunately. But let's talk about Salamander. So, first of all, if you wouldn't mind, introduce yourself and talk about what Salamander does, because I'm sure our audience would love to know.
absolutely. So I'm Scott Srolis, and I'm the head of sales and marketing for Salamander Designs. And what we do for over 30 years, we've been in the game of making premium furniture that seamlessly integrates with technology in two main markets, both residential and commercial. In the residential space, we're the backbone of home theaters and home audio setups. So if you have high tech, we make it look and function even better. In the commercial market, we are all about collaboration. So think Logitech cameras and displays. We create environments where tech and people seamlessly work together.
Awesome.
And as far as an organization, and I should mention our sustainability and our facility, we're operating out of an 85,000 square foot facility, not just any facility, mind you. We use water-based stains and have a slew of sustainability practice. Every piece we produce is a testament to our commitment to the environment. Even the building that we operate in, which is that 85,000 square foot facility, is 100% solar powered. So
Wow.
Salamander Designs isn't just about furniture. It's about creating spaces where technology and aesthetics meet sustainability and functionality.
I love it. I love the sustainability part because we can't do enough at this point. We really have to, and you are already
Absolutely.
on your way to trying to make it as most efficient as possible, reduce product waste, things like that.
Absolutely.
We were both at Infocom. Somehow we never ran into each other, unfortunately, but it was a
I know.
busy conference, right? As it usually
Yes.
is. So I want to talk about Acadia. So you just announced Acadia. I think it's game changing, and I would love for you to talk a little bit about it because it's. I don't want to say it's a new concept because we've seen it in residential before, but I think it's game changing for business just because it makes it so much easier for IT to be able to deploy displays with video cameras, like the Meetup 2 is an example on it. So talk a little bit about Acadia if you wouldn't mind.
Sure. Acadia is definitely a game changer in meeting room tech. The Acadia tabletop, let me tell you about this bad boy, is purpose built to support universal screen sizes and its height adjustability to support a wide range of video bars. And when you think about the universal screen support, the tabletop can handle anything from a 43 to a 65 inch. So versatility is the name of the game here. And height adjustability feature is a stroke of genius. You get the camera lens at the perfect height every time, ensuring that Logitech video bar is at the right height from the finished floor to have a fantastic video conference and a really, really great field of view. Also, when it comes to compatibility with all different types of peripherals and cable management, all of that can be stored seamlessly and tucked away so you don't even see anything. You wind up with a great solution that just looks like it was there from the very start and was an installed solution.
That's great. You know, height adjustability is a massive issue. And a lot of times I'll see this in lots of conferences, even larger ones that maybe, like 3 or 4 displays, which obviously Acadia is not for. But getting the video camera, sorry, at the right height is so important, not for the people in the room, for the ones at home. So now you've been able to do
Right.
that, right? Not only can it go up and down, you can also then choose: do I put the camera on top? Do I put it at the bottom? And it's so easy to install. I can't wait to actually see one of those. And you sent me one of those to me. I'm excited to actually put it together, and I'm
Yep.
actually going to film it. So we'll have a video of how easy it is. So I'm really really excited about that.
There's one other really big piece, and that is that it lowers the cost of CapEx
Yeah.
for the cost of admission for a complete collaboration setup. You can have the whole setup done within 90 minutes. So really one person to do a complete setup. And the amount of budget that you have to spend per room is cut drastically.
Yeah. It's definitely great price point as you get started. By the way, you can move it to different rooms too. Like if you decide, like, hey, I want to remodel this room, I need this in a different room. Literally, I mean, pick it up and lift it, right? Or I would probably. Do you have to take the display off first? Probably not, right? Probably safer, I
Well,
would imagine. It's probably safer. Like I
I
don't want
would
to be
say
recommending
it's
that to
definitely
anyone necessarily,
it's
right?
definitely it's definitely safer to take the display off.
Please take the display off
But you know,
first.
it's interesting that you say that because we did a lot of market research prior to launching the Acadia tabletop at Infocom this year. By the way, it did win Best of Show. We were pretty psyched about that at
That's right.
Salamander.
Congratulations.
And in with the market research, the coolest thing that happened is everyone would think about use cases, and send us emails of things we weren't even thinking about. I could use it here. I could use it in this temporary setup. I can use it in all these different places. And it just gave us some really great energy back from our customers to say, really, where's the place for Acadia? And it started to become unlimited as people started to think about all the different use cases.
That's great. So there were a couple of things I want to talk about. Acadia is fantastic. Looking forward to actually seeing that, in person, obviously. Let's talk about what you've done with credenzas, because now you have some low profile ones too, right? They're really, really important for inclusivity. But talk about those, because I think those are another really great game changer in this space.
Yeah. So our fastball is the integrated video display credenza, meaning the front of room, putting a credenza and display or multiple displays, on a wall without having to actually install it on the wall with using the traditional installation wall mount. So any Salamander credenza that you buy does a few things. One is the pre-engineering. You don't have to worry about relocating power and data from 18 inches to behind the display. You also don't have to worry about putting any conduit in the wall or opening the wall for wall remediation and blocking. All that goes away, and all the cost and time of that goes away. And you wind up with a beautiful credenza that is specified for that use case to, really fit the size of the display you're looking for and make sure that video bar is at the proper height, like we were saying before with Acadia, a construction-free type of product. And this year we added to the line a 6-inch deep. We've had customers come to us and say, can we get something a little thinner that still has the same stability? So holding up to a 400-pound monitor or dual 100-inch screens, can you work on something like that? So our frames for the credenzas are made of extruded aluminum, and that's extruded aluminum gives us the ability to make things very modular and also structurally support the weight of those displays. So we can make things, wider, smaller, and thinner. So 6 inches was really that magic number to not take up a lot of floor space, still be able to hold the displays up to 400-pound monitors per display, and provide a really beautiful aesthetic underneath that gives you 2 RU of storage in each bay, or what we would say would be, we call them bays, but at each door of the cabinet.
I think I told you about this before, but I was at a Best Buy at one of those Magnolia Best Buys not too long ago. And I walked by, I'm like, God, these things are beautiful. Of course, Salamander. Like, it makes sense. Right?
Come on.
Yeah, so that's
you say that's all the
guests.
guests.
No, I don't. I actually don't. But no, it's I don't know why I wandered in there thinking that I need a 97-inch TV, whatever, and then that's got drawn because the design is beautiful, but it's reinforced, right? So the fact that it's reinforced, this is not like the general credenza you can just go buy and probably assemble yourself. I'm not going to say by who. And if you try to move it and it falls apart, you put something really heavy on it and it starts cracking, right? This is completely reinforced, beautiful, yet functional furniture.
The structure is extruded aluminum, so that's
there it is. Yeah, that's it.
So we're cladding all of the styles around the aluminum, and that's what makes things very modular within our system as well.
So you could probably put it in, and then to the next 3 generations of displays and video bars, it'll still be there, and it'll still be going strong.
We like to say that it has a long life and will outlive the technology that it was originally intended for. You could have something that's all white, and 2 years later want it to be all black or a brown or whatever the design aesthetic is at that time, and reclad the whole thing on site without having to get rid of the frame.
Oh, wow. I did not know that. That's great. Talk about TCO. That's fantastic.
Absolutely.
Really fantastic. Scott, where would our audience find more information about Salamander?
Well, that would be the web, of course, salamandercommercial.com for our commercial offerings. We have a beautiful, if you go to partners and Logitech, there's a really, really nice co-branded brochure that shows all the Logitech products set up inside of Salamander Room Solutions. Looks fantastic.
Awesome. Scott, I wanted to thank you again for being here today. And thank you for the partnership, most importantly. Like, we love working with you guys, and we're just looking forward to doing so much more with you guys.
Thanks so much. It was great being here today. Have a great weekend, Nathan. Enjoy that baseball game.
I will. And with that, folks, that is another episode of Unscripted. See you next time.